The Golden King, Mansa Musa, and the Wealth of Mali. In the heart of West Africa, where the sun blazes across vast stretches of desert and savanna, lies the ancient kingdom of Mali. It is a land of riches and splendor, where gold flows like water and the air is thick with the scent of prosperity. It is a land steeped in legend and mystery, where tales of kings and conquerors echo through the ages. And at the pinnacle of Mali's storied history stands a figure whose name resounds across the annals of time: Mansa Musa, the Golden King. Rise to power. Our tale begins in the early 14th century when Mali was still in its infancy as a burgeoning empire. Born into a noble family, and from the start he was meant for greatness, Mansa Musa was groomed from a young age to assume the mantle of leadership. His father, Fagale, a wise and just ruler, instilled in him the values of integrity and compassion, while his mother, Kanku, a woman of great wisdom, nurtured his spirit and guided his path. They taught him to be kind and fair. With his father's guidance and the wisdom of his mother, he learned the art of governance and the intricacies of trade. As Mansa Musa ascended to the throne, Mali stood on the brink of greatness. The kingdom's vast territories stretched from the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, the fertile banks of the Niger River, to the sun-baked depths of the Sahara Desert, teeming with resources waiting to be exploited. However, it was the discovery of gold mines in the southern reaches of the empire that would change the course of history. The Midas Touch. Mansa Musa's reign marked the zenith of Mali's power and prosperity. Under his visionary leadership, the empire reached unprecedented levels of wealth, fueled by its control over lucrative trade routes and abundant natural resources. Gold, in particular, became Mali's most coveted asset, flowing freely from the mines of Bambuk and Wangara. But Mansa Musa's wealth was not merely measured in gold and riches. Musa's astute economic policies also saw the kingdom dominate the salt trade, taxing caravans that traversed the Sahara in search of this precious commodity. Mali was already special, but Mansa Musa had big dreams. He found gold mines and made Mali richer than ever before. Gold flowed like rivers, and everyone wanted a piece of it. Mansa Musa didn't stop there. He controlled the salt trade too, making Mali even stronger. And with the riches pouring in, Mansa Musa spared no expense in beautifying his kingdom, commissioning grand mosques and palaces that dazzled all who beheld them. He was also renowned for his wisdom, justice, and benevolence towards his subjects. Tales of his generosity and compassion spread far and wide, earning him admiration and respect both within Mali and beyond its borders. The pilgrimage of a lifetime. In the year 1324, as Mali basked in the glow of its golden age, Mansa Musa embarked on a journey that would capture the imagination of the world. With a retinue of thousands at his side, he set out on the Hajj, the sacred pilgrimage to Mecca that every devout Muslim aspires to undertake. As Mansa Musa traveled through the deserts and mountains of North Africa, people started telling amazing stories about him. They said he was very rich and kind, which made people from far away want to see him. When he got to Mecca, Musa felt really proud because he knew his journey would be remembered forever. A king's gift. In Mecca, Mansa Musa's presence is felt by all. His lavish gifts and charitable deeds earn him the respect and admiration of pilgrims and potentates alike. As he performs the rituals of the Hajj, he feels a sense of fulfillment unlike any he has ever known. But even as Mansa Musa revels in the spiritual ecstasy of Mecca, his thoughts turn to his beloved Mali. For he knows that his kingdom awaits his return, and that his people depend on him to lead them into a future bright with promise. And so, as the pilgrimage draws to a close, Musa bids farewell to Mecca and begins the long journey home. Along the way, he spreads the teachings of Islam, building mosques and madrasas in distant lands and fostering a spirit of unity and brotherhood wherever he goes. The legacy of the Golden King. As Mansa Musa's caravan wound its way back to Mali, his legend preceded him. Tales of his wealth and generosity had reached every corner of the globe, inspiring awe and wonder in all who heard them. And when he finally set foot on Mali's soil once more, he was greeted as a hero, a king among kings. But even as Mansa Musa basked in the adulation of his people, he knew that his greatest legacy lay not in the riches of gold and salt, but in the hearts and minds of those he had touched along the way. For he had shown the world that true greatness lay not in the accumulation of wealth, but in the generosity of spirit and the courage to follow one's dreams. And so, as the sun set on another day in Mali, Mansa Musa stood as a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. His golden legacy would endure for centuries, a testament to the power of one man's vision to change the world. Now, Mansa Musa, being a wise king who cared deeply for his people, built magnificent cities, mosques, and schools throughout his kingdom. But despite his generosity and kindness, he also had a secret treasure that he hid away from the world. Legend has it that Mansa Musa's treasure was so vast that it could fill many rooms with piles of gold and precious jewels. Some say he buried his treasure deep underground, while others believe he hid it in secret chambers within his grand palaces. The people of Mali whispered about Mansa Musa's hidden wealth, but no one knew for sure where it was hidden. Some brave adventurers set out on quests to find the treasure, but none ever succeeded. As years passed, the legend of Mansa Musa's hidden wealth only grew stronger. People from distant lands traveled to Mali in search of the king's treasure, hoping to uncover its secrets and claim its riches for themselves. But despite their efforts, Mansa Musa's treasure remained elusive, hidden away from prying eyes and greedy hands. Some say that the king himself placed a powerful curse on his treasure, ensuring that it would remain hidden forever. And so, the mystery of Mansa Musa's hidden wealth endures to this day, a tantalizing tale of riches beyond imagination, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to seek it out. The Golden Age lives on. Mansa Musa's reign ushered in a golden age for Mali, a time of unparalleled prosperity and cultural flourishing. His legacy lived on in the hearts of his people, who remembered him not only as a wealthy monarch, but also as a wise and compassionate ruler. The wealth of Mali continued to draw traders and merchants from across the known world, enriching the kingdom and fostering a spirit of cosmopolitanism and exchange. Timbuktu, Mali's thriving capital, became a center of learning and scholarship, attracting scholars and intellectuals from far and wide. And though Mansa Musa's physical presence had long since faded from the world, his spirit lived on in the hearts of those who looked to him as a symbol of Mali's greatness. For in the story of Mansa Musa, they found not only the tale of a wealthy king, but also the promise of a brighter future for generations to come. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Mansa Musa, we are reminded that true wealth is not measured in gold or silver, but in the richness of one's character and the depth of one's compassion. Through his deeds and actions, Musa showed us that the true measure of a king lies not in the size of his treasury, but in the size of his heart. And so, as we bid farewell to the Golden King, let us carry forth his legacy in our hearts and minds, striving to emulate his virtues of generosity, kindness, and humility. For in doing so, we honor not only the memory of Mansa Musa but also the enduring spirit of Mali, a land blessed with wealth beyond measure. If you're intrigued by the captivating tale of Mansa Musa and his hidden wealth, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more enthralling stories from history and legends. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and want to support our exploration of the world's most fascinating mysteries. Let's embark on a journey to uncover more about the wonders of ancient civilizations together. Feel free to share in the comments any other African history stories you'd like us to explore. Until then, stay tuned for our next adventure.